Hello, good morning. Today is the 16th of October and it's about 10:30 in the morning and I'm fresh and awake. So today I have a very important meeting to do. I'll be meeting the scientific advisor of my startup here at UT Austin, and that's at 3 p.m. So until then I have a free day. I have taken my tablet with me, so maybe I'll just sit somewhere and work. But for now, the first thing that we need to do is go and have breakfast. Yeah. That's the house I'm living in, and this is how the entire locality looks. So there is a place nearby for good breakfast tacos. That's where I'm headed. And very interestingly, yesterday it was super hot, like even in the evening, if you walk around, you would sweat. It was pretty hot. And today it's 10:30 in the morning, and yet the temperatures are really good. There's a nice chill in the air. And just walking down the street for breakfast. The coffee house. So we are almost there at the coffee place, the breakfast place, where I'll have breakfast tacos. So Austin is known for its brilliant Mexican food, also because of the proximity. And yeah, so that's where I'm headed right now. You can see it's a nice morning here in Austin, Texas. So this place behind me apparently has really good tacos, so homemade ones, and therefore I'll just try that. So you can see this nice little place. Alright, so we had breakfast, and I'm not very full yet, and that's by purpose, because that's on purpose, because I just want to keep walking and trying out more food places. So next we're headed towards a coffee place, and let's see. But until then, just wanted to show you how the entire place looks. There's another Mexican street food place right ahead of me, and there are a lot of food options around here for sure. You can see this. Perhaps haven't opened yet. We are now walking towards the university campus, and you can see there's a graveyard. These are the nice little houses over here. I just had one of the best coffees of my life, because this was some lavender honey coffee at, I forgot the name of the coffee place. I have it saved, but regardless, it was so wonderful. A lot of flavors, very strong, and just the way I would like it. So yeah, I think that was an incredible experience. And now right after the coffee, I feel really fresh and energetic. I don't know what to do right now, because I've already explored the city yesterday. I don't want to go all the way there again, because at 3 I have the meeting. I have some work that needs to be done. This coffee place was a little small and cramped, not the ideal place for you to sit and work from. So I might just head to a Starbucks nearby. Yeah. So what I'm saying is I might just head to a Starbucks nearby and get some work done before going to the university campus at 3. So now we are very much in open space. It's a huge intersection. You see there you have the Moody Center. That's where you have a lot of events happening right there. And on this side you have the university campus, downtown. Downtown is right there actually. You go this way and then down south. So I spent quite a bit of time here on this bridge. I was just, speaking to people over call, and it's a nice place to be in. You see all of these cars rushing below you. I think that's the expressway down there, and you have downtown right there. I'm now crossing the bridge, walking over to the other side, and very close to the UT Austin campus. Alright, so we are here at a very interesting place where to the right we have the Blanton Art Museum, and right ahead I have the Texas State History Museum. So this is one of them, and that there is the other. Alright, so we are now inside the Bullock Museum, and there's so much that you can see around. It cost me $15 to get in, and then you see here shipwreck. So the shipwreck behind me is called La Belle or La Belle, I don't know. This sank somewhere around 1686. It's a French ship that came all the way here to colonize America, and it sank off the coast of Texas. And yeah, what you see behind me is the remains of that ship, and all around over here are the different artifacts that I found, weapons and cookware. It's a wonderful museum. So as I go around this place, you realize that the places that look so calm and beautiful today have such bloody history, because so many different powers have fought over them. Back in 1846 there was a war between 1846 between the US and Mexico over who owns Texas, right? And so many people have died, 44,000 plus soldiers dying of infectious disease, war. So yeah, it's quite an incredible history. So what you have here is the first prototype of the integrated circuit. This is so important. Alright, so we learned so much about this place, the way this entire state evolved, all the way from the historic times till modern times, cotton, oil, Texas Instruments, the scientific revolution that happened, the cowboys, and the slightly more darker side of things, the wars that have been fought over this place. Quite a crazy learning here. So just got into a souvenir shop behind me, and these are the most tempting and the most tempting places that end up you spending a lot of money. So yeah, I got one of these hoodies which has Texas written on it, and you also have NASA's headquarters here in Houston. So they have a nice space shuttle model which I got, and along with that a basketball with the flag of Texas, and just small little souvenirs. So that was a day well spent, I guess. So next I'll be heading off to the University of Texas campus. Well, you see the Capitol building straight up ahead. That's where we were yesterday, and this is where I'll be picked up by my Uber. Alright, so we are here at our destination. It was a short ride from where I was near the museum. We are at the Pickle Research Park in UT Austin. So the building behind me is where I have to go. This is where my professor is at, and I still have about half an hour left till the time of the meeting. So I'll maybe just go around, locate his office, and just wait outside for a while, drink some water. I feel a little dehydrated by now, so I think that's going to be important. So yeah, I am finally in the University of Texas at Austin campus. Alright, so updates from the day. We went to meet the professor, and it was a lovely meeting. I got a tour of the entire place, the labs, especially there in UT Austin. This was a center for electromechanics, and after that I just took a local bus you know, we need to buy like it's a pretty good way of traveling around the city. You get a day pass for about, I think, 1.25 or around $2, and after that what you need to do is just hop onto one of these buses that you see behind me. And yeah, and right now I am in a place called Domain. Oh, there's an interesting bird above. So right now we're at a place called Domain, and this is a shopping avenue, and I'll explore it more. I need to have something because I'm quite hungry by now. All right, and another thing is that Austin weather, this might be true for all of Texas perhaps, is quite unpredictable, because yesterday when I was walking around it was quite hot. You know, I was sweating, and today you can see it's cool. I got this hoodie, and thank God I got it because it's pretty, you know, cool right now. It's not freezing, but it's cool, and there's a lot of wind. And yeah, like right now I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's a massive parking lot, I think, for Domain. So it's just across this parking lot which I've just crossed. All right, so I reached Domain, and the first thing I see is, of course, Indian street food. Of course, right? That's almost always there everywhere, and this seems like a really nice place, you know, the entire street. Right, so most of the food places were around there, and here ahead of me you have a lot of places for shopping around. And overall I think the vibe of the place is really nice. It's an open mall street in some sense, in all senses, to be honest. Alright, so I'm at this place called Perry's Steakhouse, and yeah, the service is really good. I think, you know, they explained to me the entire menu and, you know, what could be really good for me. I think I'm getting 2 appetizers. Well, here is some pork chops, and I completely forgot what what this was, but it looks delicious. All non-veg. Alright, so that was a lovely meal at what you see behind me, Perry's Steakhouse and Grill. And, you know, above all, I think the service in itself was so good. I mean, you know, just had someone spend so much time with you, just explain to you the menu and help you decide, because there's so much, and, you know, the kind of food that you are not usually used to. So that was nice. And now that, you know, the sun is down, I think the entire place will come to life. More and more people are coming out and, you know, going around for dinner. Alright, so I think I'm having a great time here. I just got a blueberry gelato ice cream, you can see here, and yeah, it's time to enjoy. So we're currently here at a very happening place, right? By happening, I don't mean there's a lot of party happening around, but, you know, it's a place where the local people come out for evening walks, for, you know, spending some time in the open space behind me. And a lot of places here around to eat, you know, for ice cream, for, you know, dinner, and, you know, just snacking around. A lot of bars are in the place. So I think, you know, it's really nice to have a place like this around your place, you know, around where you work. All right, so it's about 8 p.m. now, and I think I should just start heading back, because see, if I take a cab, it's pretty close by. It's just going to take like 10-15 minutes for me to reach home. But the other option for me is to once again take the bus, which, you know, I mean, it's a very comfortable ride, of course, but it's of course a little bit more, you know, you have to be mindful of where you're getting down so that you don't miss the right stop. But it's also a lot more exciting because you get to see how the local people around here travel. So I think I am more inclined to go for the bus ride. So this is the bus stop right here, and we have this app called Cap Metro where you can buy a day pass, like I had mentioned earlier, maybe at some point. And all right, so we are back after a long day once again. I think it was pretty successful, given that I had come all the way to Austin to meet my professor, and yeah, that actually worked out. And I'll show you my Airbnb. It's also a very beautiful place. I think, you know, he has an Asian, or rather an Eastern Oriental feel to the house. So you can see this is my room. I've not turned on those lamps. There's Buddha, and yeah, so that's the room, and I'll take you outside. The kitchen here.